friend. I thought I would show you the process of this awesome new craft I have discovered. It's definitely labor intensive, but it is so cool. Watching everything come to life. What I'm doing here is I am filling the shaker cavity with, oof, yikes.
The fact that I can barely see what you're doing from here. I don't have my glasses on.
Oof, got a big old mess.
I can barely see what you're doing from here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how far away is this?
Okay, I just found a leak there, so I need to, cool, Lemmy. Didn't have a good seal here, so I need to, before I complete this, I gotta put some more resin around the perimeter. Just wasted a whole bunch of baby oil there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put more resin around this to seal this. Make sure I got a good seal before I come back. Oof, that was a big puddle of, lost half my bottle of baby oil. Alright, so we're going to set that aside. Let's try another one. Let's hope I didn't make that mistake again. But that is the part of crafting. There's always that margin of error. But this is so cool. I mean, it's just so much fun to watch these come to life. So I have a bunch that are ready to go up on Etsy. Full basket that I'm going to show you in a minute. I just wanted to do this part while I had just a tiny bit of resin left. And then I want to show you the ones that are going to be going up on Etsy. Hopefully by the time you see this video, they will be up. Ugh. I like how this one is cool. It reminds me of Hufflepuff.
Huh? What? I heard Hufflepuff.
I made a Hufflepuff unicorn. Well, kinda. It's more brown than black.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a little bit brown, but it looks good still.
But I put a black rose in there.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Yes. I approve.
She is altering her second.
I'm working on an OC.
What?
I'm working on an OC.
What does that mean?
Original character.
Oh. I think
He looks good. I have to redo the stripes a little bit.
She got another dinosaur mask.
His mouth is pried open because I painted his teeth with varnish. That was so cute. This is my cat just sneezed.
Cat sneezes.
Cute little itch.
Funny.
Where's Anna? Here's Anna.
Okay, there. Some of them get sealed a little bit too much because the resin likes to ooze. This one's really pretty. So I got 2 new molds in the mail yesterday. Here is the one Let me do this because it is cool. I am working on the colors. Isn't it cool? It's definitely too dark and it's more green. So I have to work on my color. I need to get some actual brown. I don't know, I guess maybe because this is just like really old, but it's also very flimsy. So I don't know if it's because I put too much ink in the resin or what the deal is, but this is the sorting hat. And then I also have a 3-dimensional sorting hat that I'm really excited to get molded and check out. You know, if my eyesight wasn't so bad, this might be a whole lot easier.
I also kicked the frog off the top level so she could lay down.
Oh yeah. Well, I sealed this one. Yep.
Is he done?
This one's going to be, yes. This one's going to be
Maybe we could put him in the garden.
called done. Just gonna add a little bit more around the edges here because I messed up this one a little bit. All right, last one, and then I'm gonna do some show and tell. Get in there, come on. This oh well. Yeah, what's the problem here? So I want to thank you all that have ordered. I'm having so much fun with this. I really hope that you all enjoy your pieces that you have gotten, and I would really appreciate you leaving a review in the Etsy shop to let me know if you like them, and if you have any issues, please message me and I will do my best to remedy the situation if I can. All right, so I'm out of resin. So I will show you some of the pieces that I have ready to go up on the site. Back up a little bit. All right. So I got these in the mail the other day, and they are so cute. I had to keep a couple for myself. They're much bigger than I expected them to be, so I'm super happy. They are flippin' adorable little bumblebees. So I have, this is one of the highly requested unicorns, which is a pastel. You can see the pieces moving. And then let's see, so this is another of the pastel. It's lighter. And then this, and then I made a really cool, like tinsel-y star. I think it's pretty cool. Of course, I'm a little biased to my own artwork here. And then this is a mermaid star. There is a mermaid sticker in the background, and then there is also a mermaid charm floating around in there. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, I thought I had another. Where's my other? I'll have to. Oh, here it is. Nope, not it. I'll wait till I get to it. So here is one of my new molds. It is a popsicle. And I put all kinds of really fun little fruit slices in there. And there is a little, some Lisa Frank stickers in there also for extra fun. And then of course we have a bunch of these popsicles. They're going to be going up, ready for order. So we have purple, we have pink, we have red. This is kind of a weird, like orangey pink color. We have more purple, actual orange, another red, and then I have two awesome Lisa Frank theme stars. We have Princess Kitty and we have Awesome Unicorn. So these are super cool. And then I have a globe. This one has a glass heart bead in it and some other beads and stars. And then this one is a heart and some roses. I had to go with the, world color scheme. Here is the other. So this one has a Believe in Magic sticker on the back, and then there is also one of those mermaid charms in there. Really like it. And then we have a rainbow diamond, and then this was my first attempt at it, so I got a little off on my measurements. So this one is not quite rainbow, but it's still cool looking. But this one I actually managed to get all the colors. Still lopsided, but I think it is awesome. And these I have finished off with a glittery felt piece. So it's nice, and actually that one's not quite done yet. Have to put the felt on there. And here is another of the wing rings. I think I put too much stuff in here. It doesn't move very much. I put too many pieces, so it's kind of crowded in there. But that's a cool color scheme. And here we have a cupcake, purple cupcake star. And then here is a unicorn star, and it is clear front and back, so it really shows. And I put unicorn sequins in there, and I don't know why they're sticking. I guess it's like the static. I didn't put heavy enough beads in there, maybe. I don't know, but it's kind of cool how they are at the front, but they still kind of float around. And then we have another star. Super cool. With lots of stars inside and a little bow. And then this one, I'm not 100% satisfied with this, so I'm not sure if I'm going to list it. But this is like a old-fashioned movie projector or film movie camera. So it's a cool concept, but I made some like grievous mistakes there. So if this is, I might list it just to see if anybody is interested in the movie camera. But I don't think I'm going to sell this one because it's really not great. Or I might just like deeply discount it. Okay, so the much anticipated llamas. I have finally discovered a way to make them super cute. So I just painted the little flower and added a drill, a yellow drill to the center. So there are going to be llamas going up on the site soon. Let's see, here is another unicorn. And I added white to the lines there to kind of like make them stand out, which I think is pretty cool. I should start doing that to all of them because I like how that looks. That looks pretty neat. And then here is one with a little pig. It says, never say never. This one does have a big air bubble in it. So I don't think I'm going to be selling that, but I still might list it to see if there's any interest. And then here is my mermaid globe. You see the mermaid charm in there. And then we have another globe, which is, this is the one I was looking for. This is the other mermaid. Very cool. So I think I need to put another layer on this one. Yeah, that one needs more resin. Let's see, what else? Oh, I had talked about the Misfit Bears. Those are going to be going up, and I have more diamonds. I did yellow, I did clear, purple, and gold. So those are going to be going up as well. And I have a bunch of the gummy bears. So those are actually, I have a ton of them because they're so small, it doesn't take a lot of resin. So this is one I really love. He looks like an actual gummy bear. So instead of glitter, I just used some dye and colored the resin. So he looks very cool. I like him a lot. So let's put these away. So I hope y'all will want to take these guys home. And I'm also going to add the option, maybe you don't want all these cover minders. I'm going to add an option in the shop that is like refrigerator magnet and cover minder. So if you just want one magnet, I can do that. That way, you know, I don't have to use up all my magnets. Let's see, what else is in here? We have, oh, this llama, I used the leftovers, like a black gold color. So that's a llama. These guys need to be sanded. This is something new that I tried, which I'm not real crazy about. It's a sticker inside the popsicle. The grooves in the popsicle kind of distort the sticker, so I'm not sure if that's going to be an actual item. I made some caramel gummy bears, and these actually look like pieces of caramel. They're so cool. So happy with how they turned out. And then I got more Misfit Bears. And here is a red crystal holographic. It's a really cool, like almost garnet looking. So those need to be sanded. Oops, forgot about the rainbow guy. Put him away. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's it. So I decided today would be the day that I remember this guy. This is going to be the day that I actually attempt to mold the llama. and see if I can get a decent cast from it. I have also received in the mail silicone molding compound. So it's different than the one I showed you to begin with. It is actually a liquid, and it is supposed to be better for details. So I'm hoping that if I can get a good cast out of this mold, I can have more of these. And also with the peacock, because the peacock was so popular and I cannot find those. I've had them for years and I cannot find them anywhere online. I have looked and looked and looked. So I kept some of them for myself because I love them so much. So I am going to attempt to make a mold from one of those, and hopefully I will have those peacocks back for sale that everyone loves so much. I also have a really cool peacock mold that is coming, but it's coming from China, so Lord only knows when it will show up. I did get 2 diamond paintings in the mail this week, so I'm like beyond excited. I hope that hasn't been sitting there the whole time. I just realized there was a thing popped up on the screen. Yeah, so I got, I also had been ordering, like I went crazy because they were all like less than $1. I ordered a ton of natural stone cabochons, and I've got some gorgeous ones coming in. So they have started arriving. So be on the lookout for those. They will be some awesome, awesome cover minders, and they will be one of a kind because, like I said, they're natural stone. I'll grab those once I get done stirring this. I'll grab the ones I've gotten and show you. There's a couple of them that I don't know if they will actually work because they're see-through. They're like clear quartz or whatever it is. So I might try my hand at pendant making. I have never done that before, like wire wrapping, or I do have some, they're called bales coming, that you just like attach this to the back of the piece and it turns it into a pendant. So I might just use that. But check this out. This one is so cool. I love this. This is definitely staying in my possession because it is so flippin' cool. The color, I mean, it is just, and it is see-through. As you can see, it's clear with like the veins. Oh, I love it. And then these are like rose, I can't remember what it was called. It's like a jade with yellow, pink. So those are beautiful. And then these guys, it's going to be hard to part with these because some of them are just so unique and so beautiful. But these will actually make really nice cover minders. But this one, I think I'm going to wait till my bales show up and I'll actually attach a bale to this and just make it a pendant. Because if you put the magnet on the back of that, it's going to show. Although, ooh, I bet this would look really cool on a diamond painting as a cover minder with the light box showing through it. Oh my gosh, I just thought about that. That would be really cool. So I guess I could go ahead and list these. I don't know. I'm so torn. I want to keep them all, but I know I don't need them all. Oh, I'm so terrible. Such a hoarder. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. What color do we want to make our llama friend? I guess I should do white, huh? stick with the friendly alpaca. Maybe I'll make him the caramel color one. Okay, so this is just Pearl-Ex mica pigment. And I've learned that I have to be very light-handed with this because it tends to prevent the resin from hardening all the way. But this is what it ends up looking like. So that's what the original llamas were. This is one of the new pieces that I designed. Look how sparkly that is. Oh, I love it. So this actually has, I thought I put beads in this. Maybe it's just glitter. Yeah, it's just glitter. But I didn't change the color of the cherry, so I need to do something with that because it definitely looks weird. What am I doing? Llama dude. So we're going to put some resin in here. And then I will add, I'm pretty sure this was the color I used, I hope, to make the caramel. So you just put some color in there. And then I'm just stirring, making sure it's evenly mixed. Ooh, this is an even lighter. I like this light version of the caramel. So this will be a pearly tan kind of, maybe I'll make the sorting hat in this same, use this color for the sorting hat. I was looking at the alcohol inks because I have some, but I don't have all the colors. Like I don't have a good brown, as we can see. Although this is called creme brulee. It's not a bad brown, but it's not brown brown. I want brown brown. Okay, so fingers crossed. I did coat this mold with baby oil because resin does not stick to baby oil. So I'm hoping that I will be able to pop this right out and not have to pry it out of the mold and rip it apart like I did with the cactus. And I do need to make more cactus. I have not forgotten about him. So now I am just going to get rid of some of the surface air bubbles. And then we're going to set this aside for a minute. Make sure no other air bubbles pop up. And then I think I'm going to mix up some more for the sorting hat. And I don't know how much this sorting hat is going to take. So we're going to start with that. And I'll make this a little bit darker. So this was the color of those caramel gummy bears. So I think that's a decent color for the sorting hat. And I'm not going to add any more Pearl-Ex. I'm going to leave just whatever the residue was in here. So it's just going to be tiny, tiny bit pearly. Because there was just a little bit of resin left in the cup. So it's a little bit darker than the alpaca. Let's see. That'll be decent enough. We'll leave it at that. So I'm just going to pour this in. And I've never used a mold like this. It really makes me nervous to not be able to see like down inside there. Because what if I get air bubbles down in there? I don't know. I'm just going to kind of manipulate it a little bit here to Make sure it brings some air bubbles to the top. If there's any in there, plus hopefully get it into all the crevices. There are some air bubbles coming up, so we will pop those. There's another one. All right, the flame makes quick work of the bubbles. This mold is super sticky. It's kind of gross. I'm not even sure what it reminds me of. It's just a, I don't like the feel of it. All right, so let's put, why does that look crooked? Put him aside. Let's see, this has, what does that say? I can't remember what that says. It says cool alpaca, and I can't remember what this piece here is. So let's see, I have a tiny bit of resin left. Go ahead and pour, just so I can see what this is. Because I can't remember, and I can't tell, looking at it upside down and backwards. Alright, so here we'll make starts of more Misfit Bears. Of course you can't see what I'm doing because my big fat hand is in the way.
Mom, do you think I should add more to this?
It's up to you.
I'm planning on going in and adding the eyes, but I don't want to do it until I decide I'm actually done. I'm thinking about adding like a cushion right here, so you can close it so it's loud. Down here.
Yeah.
Like a piece of fabric or something. Also, look at how good this turned out. Shiny.
Yep. Just funny.
Well,
This is really pretty. It's a pearly little bear.
oh, I need a seal that won't tear off paint.
To spray it.
No, we painted it last time and it didn't tear off paint, but I don't know if it's did it with the eyes, but it might just be the material for the eyes because I have the holes, so I think I'll try that on.
Alright, so there's that. And then let's see. I don't remember. Ooh, I don't remember if I put oil in that other, this cavity. Crud. Alright, so let's just put some oil in there. And what color should we make this? What color do I have sitting right here? I have a crystal blue. Oh wait, yeah, we'll do blue. I wonder, there's just a tiny bit in here. If I use the same cup, if it's going to screw up the color. It's just a tiny bit in there. I'm going to be lazy and not change cups. So I've also learned through this process that you make small amounts of resin because if you don't work fast enough, it hardens in the cup. And I lost an entire batch of resin. Ooh, I might leave this squirrely. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we'll stir it. I lost a huge, it's just like solidified in the cup, and I was like, oh, I was so sad I lost all that resin. So now I only make tiny, tiny bits. I'm going to add some Pearl-Ex to this because I like how the pearly looks. It's just really cool how there's so many things that you can add to the resin and it doesn't change, you know. I mean, obviously you can get too much of something, but it's just cool how there's so many things that you can put in it to color it, to, you know, inclusions, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. Not to mention the fact the detail that you can get. It's really neat. Okay, so there is our chocolate molds that will hopefully be able to turn into actual pieces. So keep your fingers crossed. All right, that actually is pretty. I like it. All right, so there we have those. Let me get the bubbles out of here. Have to be careful with this mold so I don't melt it. A few more bubbles up here. I have to keep checking that one since I can't see down inside it. Alright, let's put these guys down. You know what? We're going to put this over here on a flat surface. I don't trust those. I think I'm going to move this one too. Move it into my basket with just the regular. It doesn't have the hat. Oh, you can't see that. This is a silicone mat that has little triangles, so it keeps, so if anything drips, it makes it easier to clean up off the back. Because I was using my non-stick parchment, and of course it would just kind of like puddle, and then I would have all this cleanup to do on the back side. Let's do one more, the sorting hat, since I've got a little bit of resin left here. We'll do more of that brown. Let's see how this keychain turns out. This will tell me if it's just that ink that I used, or if it's just, I don't know, it's weird. Alright, whoops, don't want any rogue weird piece of, come on, get off my finger, you do not belong. Okay, don't think I've put enough resin in the cup. I didn't mix enough. Although I might just get enough. And I'll have to add a layer of clear after it dries. I'll just put some clear on there. I could mix up another little bit, but then the colors might not match. So I don't want to attempt that. So what I'll do is I will wait until it cures for a couple of hours. And then I'll add, actually, you know what? I might not have to add any more. I think it'll be okay. Alright, so there is our sorting hat. That color actually looks pretty good for the sorting hat. So hopefully he will turn out better than the other one did. I'll move him over here to my flat surface. And I think I will sign off. And yeah. So be on the lookout on the Etsy shop. The link is in the description box. And I will see you very soon. Love ya. Bye.